Welcome to Bermland, the brainchild of Manly resident and plant lover Dee Pigneguy. As she wanders around the patch filled with flowers, fruit trees and veggies, Dee explains why she started planting in the first place.
We had been here a very short time when I planted a garden, down there, and we got a heavy rainfall, and those drives over there acted like rivers, and it came flooding across this grass, flooding down through the fence, ran through the property, and my garden I'd put in ended up on the next door neighbour property. So I thought, okay, what to do about this? And so knowing that plants hold water, that's really the thing you do, you plant up. And so I got a mountain of chips and a mountain of cardboard. I put cardboard down on the kikuyu grass and then slowly put piles of chips on top, and then just put small amounts of earth and started planting in plants. And then what I realized is that what I needed to do was I needed to have special plants that had really deep roots, like hold the water. So there's lots of comfrey planted here. There's lots of scented geraniums that run through. And slowly over the years it just built up. And then we put in a few fruit trees.
It's a place Dee says kids love to explore, but it's not a hit with everyone. Her neighbour thinks it's an eyesore, and they've complained to Auckland Council.
One person makes vexatious complaints to Auckland Transport, the council, water care, whatever. I don't believe it's about the berm, it's about us, okay? It's interesting that since I started a Facebook page about the berm, it's now gone up in the last month, 100 people. I've got over 300 people now who comment all the time. I've got people in the neighbourhood who walk their dogs, who walk their children, the kindergartens, all that sort of things like that. They always comment on how beautiful it is. They pick the roses, they pick flowers, they look at the insects. But apparently Auckland Transport has to deal with one complaint. And my suggestion to them would be to set up a vexatious complaint department and have a look at what the complaint is really about before they hassle people. There you are. Who knew that there would be a path like that through the berm?
Dee says Auckland Transport have now sent her a letter outlining what a legal berm should look like. In bullet points across 2 pages, it says plants can't be more than 60 centimetres tall and must have shallow roots, that fruit trees and vegetables aren't permitted, nor anything edible. Dee's berm does not meet those requirements, but she says that if her berm were legal, her property would flood.
I think Auckland Transport needs to look at permaculture. That's what this is. You've heard of permaculture? Well, this is permaculture. This is planting up your berm in a nature-friendly way that people love, and they should look at. People obviously have been talking to them, because one of the things that they say in this letter is that they've had lots of feedback about berms. I'll bet they have had lots of feedback, but their regulations that extend for 2 pages are amazingly anti-planet.
Dee has also got the support of the local school, where she teaches children about gardening and looking after the planet. Some students have written to Auckland Transport about why the berm should stay as it is.
Berm gardens make trees for insects and reptiles who pollinate our food. They are the bottom of the food chain. So if we destroy the habitat, they will probably go extinct. Berm gardens give us food. Planting a vegetable garden gives us a very healthy and delicious meal. What's more, it's all perfectly free.
RNZ door-knocked the person who Dee says complained, but no one was home. Dee says her berm is the way of the future, and it's far better for the planet than the stock standard ones she calls grass deserts. She's vowing not to give up the fight and says her berm is here to stay. For First Up, Katie Doyle.